Now, a lot of these clips, I'm not going to be showing you the finish. I'm just going to be showing you the actual crossover. Now, at this point, he attacks that top foot. That defender before was forcing him towards the baseline. A lot of the times, depending on how the help defense and gap defense is set up, you may want to attack the top foot over allowing the defender to dictate where he wants you to go. By attacking that top foot, he turns the hips of that defender. Now, the shoulders are no longer squared with Alijah Arenas. Will he be able to see this? Maybe, maybe not with his peripheral vision, but he should be able to sense that this player is slow and he now needs to try and sprint to catch up with this move. Also, look at how low his shoulders are. His shoulders are much lower than the defender's shoulders, and he has a nice wide base while the defender is essentially on his heels. He does a quick snatch or a quick spin, which will allow him to be able to now attack back the opposite direction. The defender has now basically blown right by. The spin also helps because, of course, there was a gap defender trying to reach in on Alijah Arenas. And Alijah Arenas was able to get into a spot where he was able to get a shot off. This is a move that he uses quite a bit, as we can see right here, and he's able to get shots off quite easily. Now, something else that he does, because as we can see here, this player's shoulders are facing this way. As soon as that happens, he spins off. Now this time, same thing, shoulders facing this way, no longer facing the offensive player Alijah Arenas, so he spins off. However, there is one more thing that he does at least half of the time with this foot. Watch when he spins right here. Watch what this foot is doing. So number one, this foot is pointing in the direction where he wants to go. But look at what this foot is doing. It pushes off. He's trying to push himself even further distance away. He's trying to push himself, get a little bit of air, almost like a hop, further towards the middle of the court. The reason why this is so effective is because now he's creating more of a gap between himself and the defender. Now he does the really awkward shot that we seen Jokic take the other night where he gets his left leg up while he is turning towards that left side. This is something that a lot of players need to learn how to take, but at the same time, a lot of coaches may probably yell at you for taking a shot like this. They would normally want your right leg to kick up instead of your left. And either way, they would be yelling at you for taking a fadeaway. Now, this player is overplaying the baseline. He's really trying to force Alijah Arenas towards baseline. Most likely because they're going to set up a trap, most likely in this spot right here. Now, this is, anytime you see this, where you see a player overplaying you so that you have to take baseline, you have to look for the help defender. Is the help defender in position, and is he able to stop you? He attacks baseline anyways. Defender messed up. He brought this foot too high when he was originally trying to overplay, and that allowed Alijah Arenas to get by him with ease and be faced with a slightly larger player. And when he was faced with that slightly larger player, he was able to get by him anyways because this player right here messed up. If he was overplaying and forcing baseline, he would have been in position to cut this counter move off. But because 24, this guy, was unable to continue that force and tried to play him straight up after forcing baseline, this turn right here is what destroyed this play. That turn is what blew up this play and allowed Alijah Arenas to get into the key and basically operate the way that he would want to be able to operate in that case. Now, this is one thing that a lot of players will mess up on. So Alijah Arenas is number 0. This defender is giving way too much space. While he is forcing baseline, this is his top foot. This is allowing Alijah Arenas to essentially have this whole area of the court to operate in. He is on the wing. They're forcing baseline. He's got a massive distance between himself and the defender. Hands are down. What do you think the best case scenario is? Do you think that Alijah Arenas should try and attack and get a double team from this man who is standing in help position? Also looks to be a secondary help man way over here, like they're overplaying. Or should he try to attack and step back or do some kind of a sidestep? Because remember, he's got all of this space right here to operate in. He has about 3 feet worth of space between himself and the defender, and the arms are currently down on the defender. Well, I know what I would do, and that is to use this whole space over here to try and score. And that's exactly what he does. He does that quick crossover. He changes his heights. His shoulders are quite high now. So he's going to hopefully, by lifting up his shoulders like this, he's going to hopefully lift up that defender. That's essentially what he does right there. Defender's lifted up. He's dead. He's off the ground. Both feet are slightly off the ground. Defender's dead. Hands are down. There's no defense. He does a quick sidestep out, shot. This was not even contested. And let's just really look at the fact that elbow, shoulder, ball are all in line, creating that shooting triangle. If you can get that, no thumb flick. If you can get this right here, this space, this hand up is not affecting a good shooter. This is what you call fake defense, because there's way too much of a space between this hand and that ball. There is no way that's going to be a block in any case. And that defender's arms were originally down, which means that hand down, man down, shots up, it's an easy shot. I also really like these spin moves and the footwork that he uses. Now, let's just really break down really quickly right here. I wish I could go slower between these clips. At this point, he has not gathered the ball. His hand is on the side of the ball, which is totally legal. This is not a carry or a gather. If we try and go frame by frame, he still has not gathered the ball. At this point, he has gathered the ball. Now, is a referee's eyesight going to be able to figure out that this is the pivot foot, or are they going to figure out that this is the pivot foot? Being able to see that 1 millisecond, literally 2 frames on a video, which at 30 frames per second, you're not seeing that with the naked eye in fast pace and normal speed. It's impossible. So now that's his pivot foot, because this foot's off the ground and this foot's attached, and the referee is unable to see frame by frame because this is not the NBA, and by frame, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. Scientifically, it's impossible. But he gathers that ball, takes a shot fake, gets the defender to go for that fake, brings that ball back around, gets the defender up into the air one more time. Please, can we normalize not to jump as defenders? As soon as he gets that defender into the air, he turns. He's able to get his feet, knees, hips somewhat straight, all in the same path. His shoulders are going to be pointed a different way in this case, but you need to get at least your shoulders in line so you can get your shoulder, elbow, ball in line with the rim. And that's exactly how he was able to get this shot off. Footwork is important. So we can see it right now on hezzies. When you go for a hezzy, there's 2 things that you need to do. You need to look at the rim. You need to get your body in line like if you are about to shoot that ball. So we can see it right here. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders, all in the same angle when you are shooting that ball. Normally, you get your second hand close to that ball. When you get your second hand close to that ball, you look at the rim, you cross back over. If your defender gets off into the air, you then attack. 1 dribble and right to the rim and finish with the layup. You always want to try and attack after that situation with the fewest amount of dribbles possible. So if you want to be able to jump higher and dunk like Alijah Arenas, make sure to go check out the vertical jump training book that is down in the description below. And if you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away, make sure to go check out the shooting workout that is down in the description below. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again in my next video.